What is up, guys? JaretCampisi with my good buddy Dotto back in the garage. It feels like it's been forever, but we're really excited to be back. And welcome to the Carbon V4 Panigale series. So basically, we're taking a brand new Panigale V4 S model. It's a $30,000 motorcycle. We're going to be customizing it with the support of our patrons, giving it away when we're done. You guys know the drill. If you want to be entered to win this bike, help support and make these series possible, check out the Patreon page. It's always linked in the description below. We finally got a box of goodies from Moto Million. We're waiting on a lot more parts right now, so we're gonna make do with what we've got. And like I said, full carbon this bike, full matte carbon. It's gonna be incredible. We're doing glossy red accent pieces this time, so it's not gonna be the same as the last build. And I'm really excited to get started. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, so we're just gonna take a look at some of the we got. Tyler's on drums apparently.
He can't stop laughing. He's making me laugh.
I can't. Dude, it's like 11 o'clock on a Friday night. It's like 11 o'clock.
It's too late to do this.
Alright, so we're gonna dig.
What the fuck is so funny?
I don't know.
It's too late to be doing this. Alright, we can do this.
Okay, ready?
The manager says get back to work. Take 20, go.
Okay.
Where's our little
Alright, okay. So
what do you have?
We're gonna dig into our box here of goodies from Moto Million. We're really happy that they signed on for a second series. They're gonna be the official sponsor for the series. We're getting most of our parts from them. And as always, if you ever want to get any of these parts, they'll be linked in the description below of each video we install them. And you can always use code Campisi to save yourself some money on anything you order from Moto Million. So of course we went with this Sprint P8, P08. I think that's what it is. It's basically the highest flowing, best filter you can use for your motorcycle for the street. One thing you'll notice right here, we're using the domino grips again because I absolutely loved how these felt on the 1299. This time they're red because, as I said, we're doing glossy red accent pieces, so it's going to be really nice. They're going to pop really, really nice. We've got carbon cooling brake ducts because I really liked how those turned out, and a lot of people did too. Something you don't see that often. Moto Million is one of the few companies that carries them. We got Ducati clear clutch cover in here, which is pretty sick. It's for the V4. It's got black and silver on there, so it actually looks a little bit different. We're doing a black spring retainer on that bad boy, but we're also doing a all new red pressure plate. And if you notice on the 1299, it had a single stripe. Now they added 2 stripes because there's 2 extra cylinders. So that glossy red's gonna pop. We also have glossy red BST carbon wheels coming, the Rapid Tech 10-spoke wheels, and they're gonna be freaking ridiculous. Throttle spacers from Moto Million, but they're also from Panigale Heat Shield. Kevin, shout out to you. These are freaking amazing. An absolute essential for every Ducati in my opinion. This is really, really cool, guys. These are the rear sets from TWM. I think we're one of the only ones in the world that actually have these. Manny told me they're actually being tested on the Ducati Panigale V4R model that will be coming out next year. They're literally using these to test it on the bike, so it's pretty freaking cool. This is one of the reasons why I really like working with Manny, because you can't get parts like that from anyone else. So thank you, Manny. That's really badass. I can't wait to install those. They're all black with a carbon heel guard. And then this is what we're going to be tackling today. So we're going to be doing the mirror block offs because I cannot stand the mirrors on this bike. With integrated turn signals from NRC. Very, very high quality. They're going to last. They have awesome customer service. They're some of the best you can get on the market. And then we're also going to be doing the NRC Fender Eliminator and tail tighty, which looks like this. And that's what we're going to be tackling today because I just can't stand to look at the fender anymore or the mirrors anymore because it literally rattles like a bag of dicks and I can't deal with it. So that's what we're going to tackle. Stay tuned. On God! Ha 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 ha! Oh wow, I'm trying to pop.
It's too late to be doing this, guys.
This is terrible. Ready? Oh! What just happened?
What?
How is that?
Just happened?
Look at how
You need to pop that pimple.
So the first thing we're doing is starting with this Fender Eliminator. I cannot stand to look at this for any freaking longer. One thing I will say from Ducati, if you look at the whole tail section has been completely redesigned. Can you see the lights? So if you look at how badass these are the parking lights, and then if you see the brake lights, how nice that is. But in my opinion, they should have just integrated the turn signals into there. I mean, it's 2018 for Christ's sakes. How long do we have to wait until we get integrated turn signals? Now, luckily, NRC did integrate the turn signals into their system, so all of this is going to be gone. We're not going to be reusing floppy turn signal wieners, so it's going to look good. And also, we're going to put the license plate so that it tucks in real sleek, so that cops can't even see it. So when you fly by them at 160, they have no fucking idea. Looking out for you, whoever wins this bike.
Team Bucket's got this.
So Dotto got the 2 bolts out of here. Next thing I gotta do is pop this puppy off. There it is. Looks like a, hey. Looks like a Tron puppet.
Good job.
And there's 2 right there. We gotta take those out as well.
Why don't we take those 2 out, Jared?
Look how much stuff you can fit in here, guys. It comes with 1 Allen. So if you're on the side of the road, you get 1 Allen to fix it. Good luck. Next thing we're doing is removing the license plate because who needs those? Just kidding. Always pull over for the police, guys. Don't run from the cops. And then we actually have to take out a couple more bolts out of this thing because their connectors are inside. And the cool thing about the NRC tail tighty from Motor Million is it's all plug and play. So literally all we have to do, Dotto doesn't have to solder wires and do all kinds of crazy stuff. So we're gonna take these 3 bolts out under here, and then we'll be able to get to all the connections in there and screw this. So I do want to mention, can you zoom in to one of these? These are star bits.
Hold on.
I'm a mother effing star bit. So the ones underneath are star bits. Luckily Dotto has every tool known to man. This is a pretty, I would say, pretty straightforward installation, but there are some tools that some people might not have, so just be aware of that. What is that?
Just pull really hard. There you go. You got it.
Dude, it looks like a limp wiener. Like balls.
Looks like those are balls.
And these are the connectors that we were after for the turn signals. And they're actually, I believe they're noted on here, delineated between left and right.
SX and DX.
Right? Yeah. I don't know what that means.
I have no idea.
So we finally got that stupid fender removed. People always ask why factory bikes come with those fenders. Companies are required by law to have the license plate sit out, be like above, in line with the rear tire. That's why they have to ship them that way. But obviously everybody freaking removes them, so look at how much better that tail section looks.
Way better.
Oh my god, it looks so good. We actually have an entire rear carbon subframe coming, so we're gonna have to redo this.
Look at the side profile.
We're probably gonna have to redo this. Look at that. It looks so good. So there's 2 different plate locations for the tail tighty. One of them, actually, let me hold this, Dotto. It sits like this. One of them is a low mount location. That's the one we're gonna use. The other one's up here, and it's like it comes out this way location. It's really just personal preference, and obviously the new owner can always change this. I personally like it tucked under more, just because it's harder to see. But it still has a license plate light on and everything like that. So Dotto's just fixing this on this location, and then we're gonna get it all tucked up in there. So as we mentioned earlier, we're gonna reuse the factory harness from the stock fender. That just plugs right back in there. And then these are the turn signals, and this will be the license plate lights. So next step, plugging in the harnesses. So SX is for the right turn signal, DX is for the left. No, DX is for the right turn signal, because the D is always right.
I'm always right.
So the X is for the left.
We better
And
test
we'll test it. If it blows up, we know we did it right. So this is the right. And left. And then I just want to make sure the license plate light works.
Yep.
Is it on? Good thing.
Wow.
The next step is using plugs to fill up these holes, which is one of my favorite parts of any build. That's where the higher up license mount goes if you use that one. But since we're not using it, then we're gonna plug these puppies up with the nice thick black plug holes, hole plugs.
Look really nice.
And then these are the ones that attaches it. So next thing we have to do is actually fit all of this stuff in here, which looks like there's plenty of space, so that's what we'll work on next.
Stuff it in.
Stuff it on in. Teens, you wanna do this part?
No thanks.
So we got all the wiring tucked up in there. Next thing we're gonna do, which I believe is the final straw, is get the counter sunk screws. And you wanna use your hands when you do these because you don't wanna cross thread them. And then this is a little preview of how it's gonna look. I was using his sausage fingers as an Allen. And just like that, the fender is removed. We got the NRC tail tighty installed with the low mount license bracket. And this is how it looks. You can see the light on there on the license plate. You can see the turn signals. Left, look how bright that is. Holy shit. And it's cool too because it reflects up here as well, so it makes it even easier to be seen. Look at that. And then your right turn signal. I really like how that looks.
Smile, Dotto.
It's super sturdy and it looks great. So let's move on to the mirrors. Get rid of those because they don't work anyway. So let's get rid of them. Both of these mirrors are going to come off. Ducati integrates their turn signals into the mirrors. Unfortunately, these mirrors just don't work that well. They rattle like crazy and you can't really see anything out of them. So they're also not foldable. So people literally will run into their own mirrors and break them off. And I think they're $500 a piece to replace them. So we're gonna just get rid of these completely. We're gonna use bar end mirrors anyway. But for now, we're just gonna get rid of these. We're gonna be using these little integrated NRC mirror block offs with turn signals inside of them. And then it's gonna be all nice and flush and look super good. Just 2 bolts for the mirrors. And then they'll pop right off. They've got the wiring running straight through there. I believe the NRC mirror block offs are plug and play, which is nice because you don't have to do any soldering or any wiring. Soldering? Yeah, you do soldering, right? Solder wires. But yeah, it's kind of a annoying area, so just be careful you're not scratching shit. Yeah.
You guys want to watch a movie after this?
Just got that connector out.
Let's push it through this tiny little hole.
Oh shit. Huh. There you go, guys. There's the $500 mirrors from Ducati. Honestly, I think that they would be fine if they were breakaway, and if they did something in this area. I guess they do have some rubber. Do we reuse this rubber? No? Okay. But it's just a shame that they don't work that well.
No one likes the rubber.
No one likes rubbers, right? So, went ahead and threaded the wiring through. Turn signal is up here. We just want to test it real quick and make sure it works. We want to twist that key. This is the right turn signal. I believe these go all the way around, which is really cool. Look at that. Look how bright that is. It looks really good. So for anyone else who's doing this, Dotto went ahead and tucked everything up underneath. There's a plastic piece down here. That's where he tucked everything into. And then there's the stock plastic piece. Go ahead, Dotto. That just covers everything up. Look at that. Nice and clean. Honestly, from what we've seen so far, I read that they said they tried to make the V4 a lot more user-friendly to work on. And it seems like it's a lot easier to work on. Like, you don't run into weird things where you have to shave bolts off and like...
Not yet.
Not yet. I haven't gone in a Dotto smash more than once.
Dotto hasn't smashed anything yet. But apparently when you take this exhaust off, we're still waiting on the full Acura titanium system. You have to take almost the whole bike apart to do it. So
that's why I'm excited.
We're gonna try to we're gonna install stuff that we can that we're not gonna have to redo. We wanna really start from the inside and work our way out. But it's been a month and a half and we're still waiting on the Acura exhaust system. It's a pretty rare system, I guess. It's hard to get. So hopefully it'll be here in the next week or two, and then all the carbon parts will be here, and then it's really gonna get serious. So over here, teens, guys, look at the difference on that front end. We do not like bunny ears here, Dotto. Dotto's got all his mirrors removed on his bike, well, the stock bunny rabbit. Look at how clean that is. And then when this is all carbon, it's gonna be black on black, so it's just gonna blend right on in. And it's gonna be badass. So guys, we actually decided, screw the Panigale build. we're just gonna get into go-karts. Dotto picked up his first go-kart. How many cc's is this beast?
I can't disclose that on that.
He was doing burnouts with it in here. He roasted the tires. Look, he's got a new set of go-kart tires. I can't even deal with this guy. I was like, what'd you do today, Dotto? He just spent 5 hours putting a go-kart together. Look at this thing. If you want to see Dotto ripping around on this, comment down below. Maybe we'll get teens to ride it too. Hey. So just repeating the process on the other side. Nothing too interesting here. Dotto's just taking his good old sausage finger time here. And then we'll get this big shitty mirror off. Mirror number 2. Slowly coming out. You didn't reuse this rubber piece?
No.
Okay, cool. Dotto's been up 24 hours.
Actually, longer.
We've got
Longer
flush
than
mount turn signal number 2, left side going in. I was right, right?
That was right, yeah.
I was right.
Yeah, left side, even though it's on the right side from where we're looking.
I know.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Teens isn't on camera at all. Let's get Teens doing something.
No.
Yeah. Come on, teens.
Teens is brain dead and ready for Betty Buys.
She is brain dead.
Betty Buys.
Betty Buys. So same thing, just repeated the process. He tucked everything in down under here with these sausage fingers. Not even phased. And then putting on the NRC bolts, reusing the factory plastic piece underneath there. And that's about all she wrote. I guess we should have tested
Just make
this.
sure that this works.
Can I test it? Can I testy? Tina Wieners.
I'll do the honors.
See, that's what I like about these. They're so freaking bright. I want them to be like flashing in people's faces. You know?
Like, hey, 7 blocks up.
Oh,
Turning.
That looks really good.
like it?
They work out.
So check out the whole shebang. You got the LED running lights right there. And it's cool too, because is one of the headlights on?
No, they're both
Okay.
on.
It'll actually sense,
Or the running lights.
is that, now is one on?
Nope.
Oh, that turns the running lights
Yeah.
off. Okay, manual. Okay, gotcha. And then here's the high beams.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And then
Let's see the turn signals.
turn signals left,
Yep.
turn signals right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think if you hold this in, it should do hazards. It's right here.
They have their own button this
Yeah.
time. The
There's-
$12.99
oh,
you had to hold it in.
$12.99 you had to hold it.
There's a 4-ways button.
4-ways button now. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a car.
Come around here, teams. Show them the dash. It's cool. We noticed that when you change modes, see how this is all red right there? If you change it into a different mode, sport mode is gray. Look how badass that is. And then street mode is lighter gray? Or was the other one white? I don't know. But it's cool how it changes everything. And then you can so easily go through traction control, the quick shifter, the suspension, ABS, all the settings are so easy to use. It's really freaking cool. I actually really enjoy using it. Look how much better that looks. Oh my God. Honestly, I love the $12.99 tail section, but I think this tail actually looks even better. Even more aggressive. The lights look like newer and just, I don't know. This looks a little bit more futuristic. And you can even see the big fat 200 Pirelli Super Corsa SP tires built specifically for this model bike.
What do you think, Dotto?
I read a little bit too much on Ducati's
I
website.
think Jaret might be losing it.
Guys, I've literally found typos on Ducati's website. That's how much I read it. I'm not even joking. I have serious problems. So there you go, guys. There is finally an episode done where we put something on the bike. Thank the Lord. Like I said, we're still waiting on a lot of the important parts, so we can only do certain things right now, so we're not duplicating our work. I think next time we'll do the clear touch cover, which will be really cool because that's going to start adding the red into the bike and it's going to be badass. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it really cleaned up the lines of the bike a lot better. I cannot ride any longer with that freaking fender flopping around back there. It's driving me crazy. And the turn signals too, the mirrors, everything was just bouncing around. Even if there was a cop in your rear view mirror, you couldn't even freaking tell anyway. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for this episode of the Carbon V4 series. If you want to be entered to win this bike, check out the Patreon page. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe for more. See you guys in the next one. Peace.